Good morning. Now that we have the mower fixed, it greased, the tractor greased and ready to go, we need to start getting some pasture area mowed. The grass has been growing crazy this year because we've actually been getting rain, which is a good thing, but it's growing faster than our cows could eat it. So we got to mow some areas down before it goes by. It's starting to go by now. And then we have a pile of composted manure we need to spread. And we picked up a new to us old manure spreader, and I can't wait to try this out. But I want to get an area mowed down, and then we can have a place to spread manure, and it'll be awesome to see how good that pasture regrows. But first, I did some push mowing, and we have a bagger, and I want to give the grass clippings to the pigs and see what they think of it. I think they will love it. So it'll be nice to have a bagger and bag up all of the little areas that we push mow and give it to the pigs, or we can always compost it. But Brutus says good morning. But it'd be nice to be able to feed it to the pigs and turn it into bacon. I mean, we can always turn it into compost, but I like bacon better than compost. I don't know about you. Good morning, pigs. I brought you some grass clippings. I think you're gonna like it. I'll probably scare you when I first drop it, but oh, does that smell good? Oh yes, that's some good stuff, huh? These pigs crack me up with how much they like eating grass. I love seeing it. It just always surprises me still how much they love it. So I don't know, I'm excited by that. I like seeing the pigs eating grass. That means it's gonna be more delicious meat for us, better fat, loaded with omega-3s and omega-6s, which is gonna make it delicious and nutritious, and that's what we're looking for, and that's why we got the breed, the Idaho pasture pigs. So we put a couple of new knives on, hammers, whatever you want to call them. We put 2 new belts on. We had to replace a bolt that had fallen off. We got it greased up, so let's see how it goes this time. Hopefully we don't have any more issues with it. We normally haven't, so first time. Let's see how it goes. All right, so we have the cows on the right side of the road. I'm gonna move them over, not right now, but tonight. I'll rearrange their pasture area, so tomorrow they're gonna be going on this side. And then I will come in here, mow this. I wanna get compost spread on this field. And then I also wanna go down here. We gotta mow that field, because by the time we get the cows there, it's gonna be going by. It's already starting to go by. They have a ton of orchard grass and Timothy grass over here to eat, and it's really tall. They did a really good job over here, and that's what was over here is orchard grass, which is right there, and Timothy. Right, Miss Azalea, you doing good? You liking the grass? So once they're moved, we can get some compost spread with the new manure spreader out, and then same with down there. And it's gonna be exciting to see how well this regrows after they've been out here pooing all over it, and then once we get some compost on it. So let's start down below, and we'll stop mowing the side of the road where I left off last time where this broke, because I can't mow this until after I move them, and they still have enough feed here for the day. So we'll do that tonight, and then I can mow that and then get it done. So we'll get the side of the road done, and then we'll go down here and get this pasture done. And we should have enough compost to do this area and that area. And then it'll be interesting to see how well it regrows. Right, girl? Cookie's taking a nap. So since we've got the cows out on pasture, we were getting before a gallon of milk a day from Azalea with 1 milking, and then we calf share with Cookie still. And then since they've been on a pasture and we've been feeding chaff hay, we've been getting between 2 and 2 1/4 to 2.5 gallons of milk and 1 milking a day. So we've been getting a ton of milk, and we are loving it. I'm making some good ice cream and butter and all the things. So the pasture is doing really good for us this year. But before it goes by, we gotta take care of it. We have a new freshly roasted batch of coffee just for you. It's going live today, July 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna have our In the Woods dark roast. Our Homestead Sunrise blend is back. That is our most popular. We have our modern Homestead cold brew. I don't know about you guys, but it's been pretty warm here lately, so the cold brew has been hitting the spot.
It's really good. It's our medium roast.
Wow, so good. It's so smooth when you do a cold brew. So we brew this for 24 hours in our refrigerator in a half-gallon mason jar, and then if we're lucky, it lasts a week, and it tastes delicious. I'm not always a big black coffee drinker, but being a cold brew, there's no bitterness to it, so it goes down so smooth. So on a hot day like today, I love it just like that.
Or you can also make a really nice sweet cold foam, so it's almost like you're having ice cream on top.
We're gonna be having a new decaf called
Fireside Decaf.
It is delicious. It is still an organic one that is mountain water processed, so it doesn't use chemicals to take the caffeine out of the coffee. It does it with a mountain water process. This one is a medium roast, just like our campfire decaf, but it's from Peru this time.
For a tribute for our Highland cow George that we lost, we did do some magnets, and for the first 150 orders, starting today, we are gonna give away a free magnet with your purchase. They're really cute, and I think they would be a really great spot on your refrigerator or anything that you have that it could magnetize to. I actually have one hanging in the barn as well, since it's all made out of tin.
If you want to get yourself a free magnet, make a purchase with anything on the website. The website's lumnahacres.com. We'll have it linked down below, and all of the coffee is going to be live starting today, July 9th at 3 p.m. Standard Time. So if you get on the website before 3 p.m., the coffee's gonna show sold out. We have our merch still in stock, but the coffee will show sold out till 3. After 3, it'll show it's back in stock. Now that's when you can start ordering the coffee and get a free George magnet. Thanks everybody who's been purchasing the coffee. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. If you guys want to get yourself some, click the link down below or go to lumnahacres.com. Now, let's get on with the video. All right, let's get the PTO on. Let's crank it up. All right about here is where the milk broke up the last time. So we'll mow over right now for a minute, and then when I get up here, I can have the second patch right now. So far, it's going good. Everything's working great. I'm liking it. The mowing is going really well. If you guys know what this stuff is right here, I believe this is the stuff. Yeah, I'm mowing it and it smells amazing. I have no idea what that is. So if you do, leave it in the comments down below. It smells very good when it gets mowed. So far, it's going good. Liking the way it's coming out. It's looking nice. So let's get back in the tractor, finish mowing our way on up, and then I gotta think if I wanna come back down and mow another width down here or not. I'd like to get out on this pasture and get this pasture mowed. We've gotten 7.5 inches just this month in like the last 2 weeks of rain. So yeah, it's not a good time to get out in some areas to go mowing. All right, we got both sides done with one pass. I'm gonna go back down, we'll do another pass down this side, which already has one pass, two passes depending on where we were. And then this side's definitely the side that needs another pass. I got the furthest pass all the way in done, so when I come back up, I gotta get closer to the road done. But it is looking good. All right, I wanna check the hammers on the flail and let's see if we lost any or broke any. These new ones are there. We did lose one right here. We lost two right there. Those aren't the new ones, were they? No, those weren't the new ones. Huh, for some reason, that area really likes to lose them. I'm not gonna go back and put some on right now. When I'm done mowing this area, I'll put some more on just because I'm not by the shop. I have another one there. It's these two. For some reason, this end likes to lose them. And that's the end that is out and down the furthest, maybe because it's like down and out and it's hitting on things more. And it's got more pressure on it, where this end, you're not gonna have as much. So, I gotta tighten that one up. That one's, ooh, I gotta tighten that up now. That's finger loose. Good catch. And then this one. We're gonna go back now. We're gonna replace those two missing hammers and tighten up that other one. Otherwise we'll have three missing and that won't be good. I wasn't gonna replace those other two, but since we need to tighten that up and I don't have any tools in the tractor, let's go fix them all. All right, I just bashed my elbow and I don't even know what I bashed it on getting out of the tractor. And now it's bleeding. Sheesh. Oh. All right, so I need to tighten this one up. Now we got that fixed, let's head on out and finish mowing that area. And then sometimes when you're out mowing, you gotta be romantic and stop when you see the nice wildflowers and make a wildflower bouquet for your beautiful wife. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick, I don't even know what those are, those yellow flowers, and then the white ones. The white ones look like chamomile, but I know they are not chamomile. They are fake chamomile. They tease you. It'd be nice if it was real chamomile. All right, Gina should like those. It's pretty pretty looking, pretty pretty, right? Pretty pretty. So all back there, we got the two passes done. We gotta finish mowing from here up. And right now I have like a racing stripe on the edge because I stayed as far as I could over on the ditch mowing that. So now we can come back up and clean this up and get it looking like all back there. Looks so good. This ditch bank mower is so nice for mowing ditches like it's called for. It offsets and then we can angle it. We can keep the edges of the road. So nice. I like that. All right, let's get this area done. And then the roadway will be cleaned up, or at least the roadway up to the house. We still have to get above the house someday done, but the main section that we use constantly is done. The stuff up above, I gotta check to figure out when I wanna mow that and kind of see what's going on up there with wildlife. The wildlife really likes the taller grass, so there's a ton of grouse on the property. Last year, not so much because we had a lot of rain, but the years before that, there's always a ton on the side of the roads. So the grouse like hiding in it. I don't know if they make their nests there. If they do, I don't want to be bothering them during hatching season, which that should be finishing up, I think now, because like we have a bunch of turkeys up by the house, wild turkeys, and we're having a bunch of baby turkeys and they're getting pretty big now. So I'm thinking soon we can mow up above, but I like to leave it long for the wildlife so that way they can hide with their babies and the coyotes and the bears can't get them so easily. So I just kind of like to keep I like to keep that kind of stuff in mind when I'm working and kind of trying to keep up on everything because I like to have the wildlife around. It's nice to see the deer, the moose, the bear, coyotes, not so much. The grouse, the turkeys, whatever we hear and see, it's nice to have them here. All right, let's check and see if we lost any flail hammers this time. I hope not, because we didn't mow that long. Let's see. It looks like we have them all. That is a good thing. The one we tightened up is right here, and that one is still tight, so we're good. And this is the composted manure we need to spread. I'd say it's probably like 80 to 90% of the way composted. More than good enough to put on pasture. So yeah, I don't know. How much coverage or how much area do you think we can cover with this? It'll be nice to be able to get where the cows are now and then over here. That is my goal. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna go make a new area for the cows to go to in the morning, so that way we can get their area mowed and then we can get this area mowed down. There's some really nice Timothy grass over here, but it's kind of patchy. So that's why I wanna get the compost down here. And by the time we can get the cows here, this is gonna go by, and I don't have any haying equipment, so I can't hay it. So we're gonna mow it and we're gonna feed the soil with it. But this is looking really nice all throughout here. Cookie, you almost look lost in the grass. It's so tall. What do you think, Mrs. Azalea? Loving the new pasture? Look at all that food.
She loves it.
You liking the brush and Black Beauty?
I'm gonna go ahead and make the mozzarella again. So I have a gallon of milk and I have all my supplies. So I'm gonna go ahead, give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I have pig food, right? I've already added my citric acid to my water. I'm just going to get this dumped in. Now I'm going to do this on medium-low heat and get this all heated up to 90 degrees. Yep, up to temp, pull it off the heat. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Let's see if we have a curd. We have a curd. Well, I got a curd, so we're at least halfway there. Okay, time to let it rest again.
All right, it's been a few hours. I've been inside editing after chores. I want to let the dew dry off the grass. And over here it has, the cows are loving this new pasture. It is so thick and tall. There's some Timothy in it, there's orchard grass, there's red clover, there's white clover, and all other things in there for them. And it's nice and thick. What I need to do now is I want to flail mow this. This is the area they were on, and it is looking really good. It's been pooed through. They ate down half of it, and then they trampled a quarter of it, and then a quarter of it is still standing. So I want to get in there with the flail mower, mow this all down. So I wanted to wait till the dew dried off because it mows a lot easier and flails and mulches a lot nicer when it is dry versus wet. I want to get this all mowed up now. Then we can use the new to us manure spreader and spread some compost out here. And I want to spread compost after I mow it, so that way it's feeding the soil and it will regrow. And by the time the cows are back out here, all the compost should be feeding the soil and it should be amazing. So I am excited to see what this grass looks like when it regrows, and I am excited to use the new manure spreader. If you guys didn't see that video, I just picked one up the other day. I'll link that right here. And I want your feedback on the manure spreader. Should we just leave it as is, or should we go over and do an overhaul and restore it back to its original glory. I don't know, we'll use it tomorrow and we'll figure out more, see if it needs anything or if it's good, or if we should just restore it. I don't know, let me know, but let me get this picked up and then we can get some mowing done. So these pastures are already growing 100% better than they were last year. This area right here, the only thing we did was put the cows on it probably twice. That side of the road, same thing. We put the cows on it twice. And after the cows went on it, we mowed the grass when it looked like this. We mowed it back down. So that way, whatever was left could refeed the soil. And it's doing awesome. That's doing really well. That section's doing really well. Over there, nah, but we didn't put the cows over there. And then over here, when I get over there, I'll show you better. The two hill knolls are doing awesome. We had the cows in that area last year. Down below the section with the Timothy, we did not have the cows down there at all. And it's patchy. The area with the Timothy is really good. And then the other areas down there are doing good, but they're not doing as good as where we've had the cows before. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but an awesome sound is hearing cows munching on grass. They're ripping and tearing. Is that good, Azalea? Huh?
Okay, I've let it sit in the way. I'm gonna slice it and see. It does squeak. So what that means is, what I've read that squeak means is that I'm heating it up too much. So it's good. It's cheese, but I think that it can just get better, right? So if you have any tips or tricks for homemade mozzarella, let me know, or any good resources.
Oh, that worked really good. I think the flail mower is a great tool for trying to grow good pasture. Not only does it mulch it up really good, like this, takes those long pieces and mulches it, turns it into basically compost to feed the soil. It also spreads the cow patties. So let me see if I can see one. You can see them, but it like flails them and throws them everywhere, kind of like a manure spreader would do. So it makes it so it breaks down quicker and it feeds more of an area and not just one spot. Let me show you. That was a cow patty, more over there, another one over there. So it kind of just spreads it out and it doesn't leave a big pile of it, which is nice. I thought I saw that when I was going by. We must have broke another bolt off, or it vibrated loose, the nut. This area is done. Let's jump over to the next pasture and get that mowed. All right, so this grass out here is pretty tall. Like, let's get in the real tall stuff. It is up to my chest in some spots, and then every other spot I'd say is up to my waist. So I'm gonna mow like 2 paths or 3 paths, whatever it takes to get in and out with the Kubota. And we'll see what those areas look like and what the grass looks like that we mow from them. And then we'll mow the rest of it with the flail mower, and we can do a side-by-side comparison and see what the difference of a flail mower is compared to a regular lawnmower deck. So this right here, to me, is the biggest downfall of a side chute mower. The area we just mowed has no grass, and the path next to it has all the grass, and it's long. It's not chopped up. So the flail mower would have had this all chopped up into little pieces, and we wouldn't have had these long hay-like pieces. And then it really starts to get clumped up. I'll show you some of the areas where it's really clumped up. So this area I'm standing on and walking, there's nothing for mulch over it. It's all over the next one. You got a good sized clump, just like that. Got some nice seed heads in here, but there's big clumps all the way down. Let's try and see how the flail mower does, compare it side by side. All right, I am not per se looking for which one does like the prettier job mowing. I am looking for which one I think is going to do a better job mulching to feed the soil. So to me, this is all nicely, evenly mulched all the way down, where this is more sparsely mulched and real heavy in some spots and nothing in others. My opinion is that's going to be better for the soil because we're going to be evenly feeding the soil versus having clumps, heavy clumps in some spots. So if you guys use a flail mower or you use a regular mower, let me know why you like one over the other. Let's get this area mowed. I am really encouraged with how well the grass is growing in some areas. There's a few areas that are a little sparse, but like this area right here, where we had the Timothy grass. It was so thick, I had to go down to 1 mile an hour so it wouldn't bog down. So that is very encouraging because I feel like we're gonna get the rest of the pasture like this before you know it. I have a few more spots I need to go. I had to go over there, I gotta clean up around the rock and stuff like that, but the big majority of it is done. And I am encouraged by what I was seeing. So this is gonna make it even better. We're gonna be feeding the soil even more just by flail mowing the pasture the way we did. And then once we get some composted manure on it, oh, I can't wait to see what it's like after that. So yeah, we're doing good. Let's see how many hammers we are missing. 6, 7, 8. One of the issues I feel like with why the hammers get so hammered, no pun intended, is because it rides low. And this is adjusted as high or as far down as it'll go to make it mow higher. So if you guys have a recommendation on how to make this higher so it'll hold up to the beating of it, let me know, because I think if we were able to do that, our hammers wouldn't take it so bad. We don't need to mow the grass as short as it gets. I'm not doing it to have like a pretty lawn. I'm doing it to maintain it. Yeah, we got a lot of sand in here, so we're scalping a lot of stuff. I'm doing it to maintain the pasture and mulch it. So if it's, say, 4 or 6 inches high, I'm fine with that. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to make our skids better. But this is where we're going to end this video. The sun is setting. I'm going to go in, have dinner. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.